Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left, that's Thornton. Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Thornton, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again is Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done. To the air again, Smith.
That's into the hands. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Big strides. Look at him go. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Browns at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Herbert. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Pat Fryermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You look at this Browns defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
Throwing now is Geno. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Smith. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the gun, here's Smith. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. In motion left, that's Thornton. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Thornton, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Here's Smith. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Coleman, the man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now Smith. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A dump off to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Herbert now. This will be caught downfield by Moore. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for A. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. In motion goes the tight end. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. Geno now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. To throw is Smith. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Thornton, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Smith here, an audible at the line. Now Geno. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marvin Mims, 54 yards. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing is Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Smith now to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to go up top again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now 2nd and 3. They run over center with Mitchell.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man, it's Pierce. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak, and he is going to have the Browns first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And it's caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Geno. And that is taken in by Njoku. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They snap it to Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Darnay Holmes. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Smith. This will be caught at Samuel. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 53 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score from 28, Bengals 22.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
At the 33-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Herbert now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Herbert. Dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Here's 1st and 10. Smith to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Smith's pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because